Hi, this is Craig with Double K Hobby Farm, and tonight we're planting seed here in our garage, and this is our first video of the season as far as the planting goes. So we're going to start some tomato seedlings. Actually plant some tomato seeds right now, and I'll show you kind of the process that I do. And here we go. First I fill a tray of potting soil. And then I have a little black tray also, and see that it has these grooves in here. And so what Teresa and I came up with was we could set those in here like so, and then just kind of get them all lined up here, and then pat it down like so, kind of put some pressure on it so we can kind of make a ditch. Kind of like you're out in the field already, working out in the field, making a ditch for your seeds so they can get a good start here. So, well, let's see if we got some decent grooves in here. Okay, there we go. As you can see, there's grooves in there. So then what we do next is we just take our seed and we start planting with our seed. So let's start planting some tomatoes. And I've already kind of started one here. So let's, well, I gotta flip it around here. And you can already, maybe you can see the seed in there that I started, but I've got that first ditch started. And I like using these little containers to put my seed in because it makes it a little easier to grab them out, but so you don't get 1, 2, or 3 at a time. So and then basically I just add them into the rolls like that. There, 1, 2 stuck on me, but see, it worked out pretty good. It came right out where it needed to go. See, and there's some more stuck together. And you'll find that when you plant the seeds, sometimes it's pretty tough to get it apart. So you just kind of got to watch real carefully that because you kind of want to just set one at a time, because once they grow big enough and you're ready to pull them and transplant them into bigger cells, they're a little easier if they're apart, because then they're just easier to pull out of your dirt to transplant. So, but that's kind of how we do the planting of our tomatoes and our other seeds too. We've already planted some cabbages also. Okay, now we got all our seeds planted. So now we're getting ready here now to bury in the dirt. And you don't want to over bury in the dirt, but with the softer potting soil that I use, I don't think is as big a factor as, say if you have a thicker potting soil. So what I like to do is go at least 1/4 inch over the top of them. And usually what I do is just kind of fill in that ditch that I created, and then maybe a little more than that when I actually cover, and then I pat real lightly with my hand, and then I will spray it. But here we go, we'll start covering them up now, and it ended up being 200 seeds of big beef tomatoes, so exciting. Here we go. And I just kind of grab the dirt and I kind of sprinkle it real light, and just to kind of make sure there's no real clunks or clumps in the dirt. And then I just kind of cover up my seed real slow, just making sure that I get it nice and covered. And of course, when I do the dirt, the potting soil, I like to use like a lukewarm water. I don't like to use too warm a water, but I don't want my water to be freezing cold either, because you don't want the seeds to be, frozen right off the bat. So I just kind of keep sprinkling. I'm getting my ditch covered. Doesn't take all that long. It's amazing how fast you can plant. It's all the stuff afterwards, getting it under the lights and making sure it stays moist the whole time, and so you get a good good strong root, because a good strong root makes a great plant. I think we're just about there now. Then I like to just kind of take my hand, slowly kind of smooth it out, pat it out. As you can see, the dirt's nice and fine. It's really nice soft soil. Makes it easier to cover and gives that seed a chance to grip down, and then when that plant emerges, it doesn't have to fight to emerge. So that makes a big difference too. That's why you don't want to, you want to use a good potting mix because of that reason, because you really want to have that seed have a chance to get a good start. So now I'll take the spray bottle, and what I do is I just kind of lightly spray it with water in the spray, so I'm not over coating it. You know, if you use too much water, it can wash that seed into another seed. So that's why I like just a real lightly spray that, get a little moisture going, and that's pretty good there. So then I just take our trusty little plastic cover, and we cover it up, and we're ready to put it on a shelf. And that's basically how you do tomatoes, or well, basically any kind of thing. You can do cabbage or kohlrabi or anything like that, but that's kind of how we get it started here. And that's it, and we'll be back with you on another segment in the near future. Thank you for watching.